rescue groups and we watch it and we see it. And I've been following this situation that was local, 2 hours from us, that the place has been defunct for a year in, I think it was a year, and it was in foreclosure, and the pigs were threatening to be euthanized, and three of them were very healthy pigs that would be sad to be euthanized, but we have no room. And we always say that we would, Candy's like Michael, we would always say that we'll help transport if, oh no, we're gonna stop if we have to. I got my coffee. We grab her because she's gonna knock over the coffee. So she's not gonna do it. She's stressing me out. So we've been watching this situation for quite some time, hoping that someone would take the animals, and we saw that someone was taking the animals, but Mike called me up to talk to me about doing transport, and we always want to do transport. We always want to help, 100%. And just like always, we stepped up and we did transport. And one, the property should never had animals on it. It had a mile-long stone driveway, up and down switchbacks that you can hardly get a trailer on, like potholes like a foot deep, like you couldn't get an emergency vehicle in there for anything. People go in this with good intentions, and a lot of people won't step up and say, don't do it, you shouldn't do it, it's not okay to do there. And people get caught up in the ego trip of people telling them that they're great because they're saving animals, but they're not caring for animals. They do the initial rescue, and their day-to-day care is lackluster and not okay. And you don't have to give the level of care that we give, but there's a basic care that goes with these animals. We give a certain level of care that we're very proud of, and that's why we don't have 100 pigs or 200 pigs or 300 pigs, because this is what we feel comfortable with. And any more than that, we could probably cap out at 60 pigs with our comfort level, but it's a slow process. And from what I understand, there was hundreds of animals on this property the road in was horrific. We bottomed out in the trailer. We got stuck getting out of there. We had like the truck floored trying to go uphill with 2,000 pounds of pigs in the trailer. And this person thought it was perfectly okay to have all these animals in the woods with no ability to get emergency care for them. And my heart is broken for the animals that died there, because who knows who died there. And again, people go in this with the good intentions but get diluted along the way for some reason, where you feel like you can save everybody. And our philosophy, thank you so much, our philosophy is that we cannot take an animal that is going to put our other animals in jeopardy. The animals in our care take number one priority because we made a commitment to them. I cannot save every animal I see on the internet that we get called for. I can't do it. We just can't do it. It breaks our heart. I see the posts. I read the post. I go in my head, how could I help? And we can help by transporting, and we can help by other means, and we can help with advice. But people get caught up in trying to save every single the animal. And we can't do it. It's just not possible. And what I saw today broke my absolute heart, because I truly believe it was started with good intentions. I think no one said don't frickin' bring animals on this property because you don't have proper accessibility. And I'm sad. I'm just sad for what I saw today. It's a rescue. It's not a sanctuary, and we don't talk names at this point. but they went to a better situation that we just don't mention names. I'm not looking for anybody to get roasted. I just, please do your due diligence. If you see something that you don't feel comfortable with, just shut it off. I'm dying. Where's my ice? Oh, my ice is on this side. You know, if there's something like you don't see comfortable what we're doing, you know, people know I hate advice for certain situations. Hold it for 1 second. For certain situations, but if you say, hey, why is this happening? I'm happy to explain to you why it's happening. But we were just on a mile-long road, well, not just like 8 hours ago, that in an emergency, you could not get a vehicle in there to save an animal. You couldn't get a vehicle. You couldn't get a vehicle in there to get an animal off that property. If it rained, if it snowed. No, I know, but why is it so far over? And I just think people need to learn to speak up and say no, and not just dump animals on people who are willing to take it. They're defunct, so there's no reason to call them out, and I wouldn't do that anyway. I'm not looking for anybody to get roasted. They were not open to advice in the end, or even today, because I was not very cordial. I was pissed off, because here's the thing. I'm going to spend 18 hours in a car today, in a truck. The sanctuary is going to spend about $500 in gas, countless wear and tear on our vehicles, wear and tear on ourselves. I don't know, $100 on food